Ni hao, this is Mr. Howard with another Howard's History Hub podcast. Today we're going to learn about Buddhism, another major world religion. As part of Indiana Social Studies Standard 7.1.2, we'll explore where Buddhism began, what its main beliefs are, and how it spread across Asia. My sources vary, with much of it based on what I've had to do to develop as a teacher. Therefore, several social study textbooks have helped me, including TCI's Ancient World textbook. Some of my understanding has come from my travels to China and Japan, where Buddhism is thriving as a religion. Buddhism began in northern India and southern Nepal around the 6th to 5th centuries BCE, or before Common Era, during a time of great social and cultural change. Historians believe that Buddhism developed out of a local religious ideas and new ways of thinking that were spreading through the Ganges River region. People were asking deep questions about life, suffering, and the meaning of happiness. The historical figure connected to Buddhism is Siddhartha Gautama, a teacher who lived during this time. While we can't know every detail of his life, archaeological evidence, such as early writings and ancient monuments, shows that he taught a set of ideas and practices that became the foundation of Buddhism. Unlike Hinduism, which grew over thousands of years from many traditions, Buddhism began with the teachings of one person and then spread widely through his followers. At the heart of Buddhism are the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. Together, these teach that while suffering is a part of life, people can overcome it by changing the way they think and act. The Four Noble Truths say that suffering exists. It's something everyone experiences. The second Noble Truth explains that suffering comes from desire or wanting things we can't always have. The third Noble Truth teaches that suffering can end if people let go of selfish desires. The fourth Noble Truth shows that the way to do this by following the Eightfold Path, a guide to living a balanced and mindful life. The Eightfold Path encourages people to live with wisdom, moral behavior, and mental discipline. It includes right understanding, right speech, right action, right mindfulness, among other steps. Like Hinduism, Buddhism also teaches about karma, which is the natural result of actions, and reincarnation, the cycle of death, life, and rebirth. Unlike Hinduism, Buddhism does not focus on worshiping gods. Instead, it focuses on personal practice, learning self-control, compassion, awareness through meditation and ethical living. The ultimate goal is to reach nirvana, a state of perfect peace and freedom from the cycle of rebirth. Buddhism spread widely through trade routes, travel, and cultural exchange. Merchants and monks carried Buddhist ideas along overland routes through northern India and Central Asia, reaching China, Korea, and Japan. Others traveled by sea to Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Indonesia. As these travelers moved across Asia, they brought sacred texts, built temples and monasteries, and shared stories of Buddhist lives and teachings. Over time, different forms of Buddhism developed, like Theravada Buddhism in Southeast Asia and Mahayana Buddhism in East Asia, each adapted to local cultures while keeping the same central ideas of compassion, mindfulness, and the search for enlightenment. Today, Buddhism continues to be practiced around the world, including in the United States, Europe, and Asia, where its teaching inspire people to live peaceful and thoughtful lives. So there you have it. Buddhism began in historical northern India and Nepal, shaped by new ideas and teachers who searched for understanding in a changing world. Its main teachings, the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, karma, and reincarnation, guide people to find peace, act kindly, and understand the nature of life. The spread of Buddhism along land and sea routes shows how people have always shared not just goods, but also ideas that share how we think and live. Through Buddhism, we can see how how history, geography, and belief come together to influence how people understand the world and their place in it.